We're following a breaking story out of Marysville tonight.
At this point, we've had 6 transported to Memorial from the scene.
A local hotel evacuated after a carbon monoxide leak. A number of people rushed to the hospital, some of those victims in critical condition. Emergency responders declaring a mass casualty situation. We've got a team of reporters gathering information.
The 911 center received additional calls about unconscious subjects in and around the pool area.
And up-to-the-minute details on the situation. And of course, information on the situation continues to come in. We're learning that at least 15 people were rushed to local hospitals after this carbon monoxide leak. This all happened just before 6 tonight at the Hampton Inn on Square Drive. We're told that people were complaining of dizziness and a burning sensation in their throats. Bree Buckley is there live for us tonight, gathering the very latest information. And Bree, what do you know so far? All right, thank you, Bree. And we also continue to follow the extreme weather slamming parts of the country tonight. From Florida all the way to Maine, millions of people are being impacted tonight. From snow and ice to freezing cold temperatures, parts of the country are expecting feet of snow. Caroline Cohen has been tracking developments throughout the day. And Caroline, this is a very serious situation we're talking about here.
Oh, yeah.
And as Mother Nature packs a punch this weekend, we're on your side with some important tips to remember to keep you and your family safe. Right now, investigators are trying to find out what caused a deadly fire in the hilltop, and also sending out a major warning as the temperatures continue to drop this weekend. This all went down here at this home along Lechner Avenue in the Hilltop. Neighbors saw the flames Friday and called in for help. When firefighters arrived, they pulled 2 men from the home. Both later died at the hospital. Investigators say the home was packed with furniture, clothing, and other items, trapping the men inside. At this point, no word on the cause, but firefighters say this is a prime time for dangerous fires.
Just in general, when we see cold snaps like this, people are looking for alternative means to stay warm, and just be very careful with that. Don't use heating appliances, candles, or open flame to stay warm. And if you're using a good space heater, just be very careful. The placement of it, make sure you have 3 feet around it.
Firefighters also tell us they aren't sure if the home had any working smoke detectors, but they're urging homeowners to check the batteries on their detectors this weekend and make sure they're working. They say that warning could be a lifesaver. Developing tonight, remembering the life and legacy of Casey Goodson. Family and friends gathering today to celebrate his birthday and serve the community in his honor. And we also continue to follow tonight's other big story, the harsh winter weather slamming the country tonight. The temps right here in central Ohio will be cold tonight, and in other parts of the country, they're dealing with dangerous snow and ice. For now, 90-year-old Joanne Fote is calling a hotel home, but with the help of Good Samaritans, she could be back on her feet soon.
Firefighters investigate a house fire in Clintonville.
The whole thing is difficult. Knowing that my house is burned and a mess, and not knowing if I'm going to ever get back.
It's been a difficult few weeks for 90-year-old Joanne Fote, to say the least. Her Webster Park Avenue home in Clintonville nearly a total loss after a recent fire.
But it's still in bad shape. And it'll be expensive to get it fixed.
To make matters worse, issues with her homeowner's insurance has her finances for repairs and future in the air.
We went down to the credit union and I don't have money. And I thought I did.
There is some positive news, though. The retired teacher getting some much-needed help from the community.
I couldn't let somebody like that suffer.
David Thomas has set up this GoFundMe page, hoping to offset some of the cost for Joanne's hotel and possibly repair money for the home as well.
Because you're going to need all the help you can get.
I know, I am.
But we'll get through it somehow.
Yeah.
For her part, Joanne is overwhelmed by the support. Thankful people are willing to help.
Relief. That I wouldn't be in the street. Yeah. Just I've worked all my life paying for that house and it was paid for. But it's not. Not now.
Despite going through a scary situation with the fire and a hectic few weeks, Joanne is in good health and looking forward to moving past her troubles. Rodney Dunigan reporting. Well, I'll tell you what, Stacia, first off, it was pretty fun. Believe it or not, gotta love that. But those workers have been pretty much going nonstop since last night, working to clear up the roads and ensure that drivers are safe. It's been a nonstop process for street crews across the area. In Hilliard, the work started Wednesday and continues right now.
Yeah, it's been pretty difficult just to keep up with it because, like you said, you had the rain come down, that froze, provided a nice layer for the snow just to adhere to. So it's just been a constant battle just to kind of get the roads cleared off.
We hopped in Truck Norris and caught the work firsthand. It certainly hasn't been easy.
It does get mentally exhausting after a while. So just take plenty of breaks, get out, stretch your legs, check on the equipment, and then just get right back to it.
In Dublin today, a similar sight. Roads packed with snow and ice. Teams out in force trying to clear it all up. As they continue to work from the main roads to the side streets, teams are pleading with drivers to remain patient.
For drivers, just give plenty of space to the snowplow drivers. Stay back at least 300 feet or more if you can, and try not to get into our blind spots. So we're just trying to get the streets as cleared off as best we can to keep people safe and get them where they need to go.
And of course, that's some great advice there from Logan, which is the driver that we were with today. Believe it or not, he was out working at 11 o'clock last night. He worked until 11 o'clock this morning. He told us he was going home this evening and getting some rest, and he plans to be right out there tonight again, making sure these roads are safe and clear for folks. Let's toss things over to Steve Levine in Columbus with conditions there. What do you say, Steve? Justin Dunlap was only 36 years old. Loved ones describe him as a family man and hard worker. His wife and young children are simply devastated by his death, now left to move on without him.
It's unbelievable. The worst nightmare come true.
Dawn Dunlap still trying to come to terms with it. The love of her life gone in an instant.
When they say a 1 in a million, no, he was the one in the world because there's nobody can add up to that. Ever.
Her husband, Justin, killed in a wreck last weekend here along North Wilson Road in West Columbus as he headed home from work, leaving behind Dawn and 4 young children who range in age from 13 to 4.
They've been taking it rough, but I don't think it's fully set in yet. We all love him. He knew that. Every time any of us would leave the house or just even to go outside or anything, love you, love you, love you. We expressed it every day.
As the family deals with their grief, finances also an issue, starting this GoFundMe page to raise money for the unexpected funeral.
I just hope and pray that he watches over his family and makes sure that we're going to be okay. It's never going to get easier.
At this point, loved ones are still trying to wrap their heads around what happened just days ago, unsure when this unthinkable heartbreak will ever heal. In Columbus, Rodney Dunigan reporting.